Please consider subscribing. I produce videos daily covering a wide variety of cloud topics with focus on networking. Today we're troubleshooting a common but tricky issue in Google Cloud. Instances in a managed instance group that keep recycling. The scenario tells us several important facts. We have an external-facing application. It's behind an HTTPS load balancer, firewall rules allow internet traffic, and instances keep recycling. Our job is to identify the root cause. Instance recycling typically happens when instances fail health checks. But why are they failing? That's what we need to determine. Let's analyze each possibility systematically. Understanding the architecture. Before diving into the options, let's understand what instance recycling means in a managed instance group, MIG. When instances fail health checks, the MIG automatically terminates them and creates new ones. This is the recycling behavior. The architecture shows traffic flow from the internet through the HTTPS load balancer to the managed instance group. The key components that could cause issues are the load balancer health checks, firewall rules, and the instances themselves. Notice we're told firewall rules allow user traffic from the internet. But that's different from allowing health check traffic. This distinction is crucial for understanding the problem. Let's examine what could cause instances to fail health checks and trigger this recycling behavior. Option 1. Volume of traffic. The first option suggests instances are failing health checks due to high traffic volume. While this sounds plausible, let's think critically about it. If traffic volume was overwhelming the instances, we'd expect to see high CPU usage, memory exhaustion, or application crashes. But here's the thing. The instances keep recycling, meaning new instances are created and immediately fail health checks. New instances start with zero traffic. The load balancer won't send user traffic to instances that haven't passed health checks yet. So if brand new instances are failing health checks before receiving any user traffic, the volume can't be the issue. This option is a red herring. It sounds reasonable but doesn't fit the symptom pattern of immediate health check failures. Option 2. Not receiving traffic. Option 2 states the instances aren't receiving any traffic. This is contradictory. If instances weren't receiving traffic, why would they fail health checks and recycle? Actually, not receiving traffic wouldn't cause health check failures. Health checks are independent of user traffic. An instance can pass health checks even with zero user traffic. Furthermore, we're told firewall rules allow user traffic from the internet, so there's no reason instances wouldn't receive traffic once they pass health checks. This option doesn't explain the recycling behavior at all. It's focusing on the wrong aspect of the problem. Option 3. Autoscaling configuration. This option suggests incorrect autoscaling configuration is causing health check failures. Let's examine if this makes sense. Autoscaling in a MIG controls when to add or remove instances based on metrics like CPU usage or load balancing capacity. But autoscaling configuration doesn't directly affect health checks. Even with misconfigured autoscaling, individual instances should still be able to pass health checks. Bad autoscaling might create too many or too few instances, but it wouldn't cause each instance to fail health checks. This is another misdirection. Autoscaling and health checks are separate concerns. The recycling is happening because of health check failures, not autoscaling decisions. Option 4. Missing firewall rule. Now we're getting somewhere. Option 4 identifies the real issue. There's no firewall rule allowing health check traffic from the load balancer. Here's the critical insight. Google Cloud Load Balancer health checks come from specific IP ranges. 35.191.0.0/16 and 130.211.0.0/22 that are different from regular internet traffic. The problem statement says firewall rules allow user traffic from the internet, but that doesn't include health check traffic. Without a specific firewall rule for these health check IPs, the health checks are blocked, instances appear unhealthy, and the MIG keeps recycling them. This perfectly explains the symptom. New instances are created, health checks are blocked by the firewall, instances are marked unhealthy, and the cycle repeats. This is our answer. Health check traffic flow. Let me show you exactly how health check traffic flows and why the firewall rule is critical. This is a common mistake that even experienced engineers make. When the load balancer performs health checks, it sends requests from Google's infrastructure IPs, not from the internet. These health checks typically probe a specific path like healths on your application. If the firewall blocks these probes, the load balancer never receives a response. After the configured number of failed checks, it marks the instance as unhealthy. The MIG then terminates the unhealthy instance and creates a new one. The new instance faces the same problem, blocked health checks, creating an endless recycling loop. The fix is simple. Add a firewall rule allowing traffic from the health check IP ranges. Troubleshooting methodology. This slide shows a systematic approach to troubleshooting instance recycling. Always start by checking the basics: firewall rules, health check configuration, and instance logs. The most telling sign here is that new instances immediately fail health checks. This rules out application issues, traffic volume, or resource exhaustion. Those would take time to manifest. Immediate failures point to network connectivity issues, and in GCP, that usually means firewall rules. The health check firewall rule is easily forgotten because it's not obvious that health checks come from different IPs than user traffic. This systematic approach helps you quickly narrow down the root cause instead of randomly trying different fixes. Implementing the fix. Here's exactly how to fix this issue. The commands show creating the proper firewall rule for health check traffic. Notice we're allowing traffic from two specific IP ranges, 35.191.0.0/16 and 130.211.0.0/22. These are Google's health check source ranges and they're documented but easy to miss. The firewall rule should target your instance tags or service account, and allow traffic on the port your health check uses, often 80 or 443 for web applications. After applying this rule, health checks will succeed, instances will be marked healthy, and the recycling will stop. It's a simple fix once you know what to look for. Summary and best practices. To summarize, the correct answer is option 4. Missing firewall rule for health check traffic. This is a classic gotcha in GCP networking. The key lesson is that health check traffic is special. It comes from Google's infrastructure, not the internet. You need explicit firewall rules for these health check source IPs. Best practices include: always create health check firewall rules when setting up load balancers, use instance tags for targeting, and document these special requirements for your team. Remember, when instances recycle immediately after creation, think network connectivity first. It's almost always a firewall or routing issue, not an application problem. Thank you for your attendance. Please consider subscribing to the channel. Thank you.